two plays didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man is Chase, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And that's out quickly to Chase. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And we'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Anthony Gold now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
11.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's get set.
Burrow looking to pass. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Austin McNamara now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get set. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. There's just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
33-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Next, 7 Pirates. 7 Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
70, 10 for 11, 10 for 11. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 29-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Buffalo 8. Here we go.
And 1st down.
Check on both. Check on both. Check on.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go 3. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Walter Nolan gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd and long.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hayes. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Here's Gold on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On play action, they'll throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Holloway. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Burrow on play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Piniero's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Here we go. 79 Gross. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
On the jump.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On one, ready? Let's get set. 180. Start.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. 180. Start.
Burrow will throw. Well, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Lights up.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
on one. Ready?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Gun.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Piñeiro set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Walter Nolan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Panther 11. Panther 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now a give, right side. Holloway breaks through the contact. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Cut. 180. 180. 12. 12. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Can. Stop. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
That is caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Stop.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Eagles 13. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
60 Mavericks, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Charger, 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second and 7.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And Bigsby once more.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
White 80.
Burrow looking to pass.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go. Hey, stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a fine chase on the right side, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
79 Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Warriors, let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Back to throw again.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
60. Trap 50, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On 1, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Gun. Shot. Hey, can. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Short one there to Fryermuth.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. A good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
18, 5 in. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Steady.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? Hiking, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Collins. He's got it. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Seahawks 25-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hayes. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
There we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He's brought down at his own.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
Here we go.
Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandable.